Where is it? Bubble Man, there it is. The thumbnail changed because I have. Oh, so I've been doing all that menu stuff. So the thumbnail's been the menu level. The menu level thumbnail is like it zeroed out the rotation automatically for some reason. But like everything is the other way. It's like this is looking into the sun, but everything in the level is looking towards the sun. So the camera's looking away from the sun. So it doesn't really matter either way. It's like 3x emissive. You can see it anywhere. You can see it in pitch darkness. You can see it backlit. See, I even saved it from here. What the hell? What gives? Oh yeah, and navigation didn't build properly, right? Oh, cool. Full disclosure, I do not remember what we were doing last week. Allow me a moment to acquire my notepad. I got it. I got it. So I really do enjoy my books. My books Nova 3. I'd tell you about I was gonna get the Nova 2. But they stopped selling it. They ran out. They sold through their entire stock, and they just started selling the next version. They didn't even, because I think the Nova 2, and I know I've said this 1,000 times and I've never fact checked myself, the Nova 2 had an SD card slot. Nova 3 does not have an SD card slot, but it does have an OTG USB Type-C connector. So you could theoretically plug a card reader into that and then plug an SD card into the card reader. Bit of a fandango, and you know, it would have been a lot nicer if they just had a slot for an SD card, but whatever. Like, instead of the speakers, I don't need speakers. But the great thing about the Nova 2, the Nova 3, the great thing about the books Nova series of e-inks, in fact, books altogether, their e-inks are revolutionary to some degree, because they have very fast refresh rates on their e-ink screens to a point at which you can watch video comfortably. Like, if comfortable has, you know, sand in your eyes. So one of the big flexes is that this is an Android 10 tablet, right? And it has, you know, it has like a quad-core processor and 8 gigabytes of RAM, right? And it's no slouch when it comes to like processing information. It is essentially, you know, a top-of-the-range Android tablet, but it has an e-ink display. That's the crucial thing. But the e-ink display has been configured to a setting. You can have it on X mode, which basically just doesn't clear the screen as much as it could, so you get a whole bunch of, you know, pixel noise hanging around. If you look at the same thing and then you flip to the next page, it doesn't clear that stuff, which is a problem for text. But because video usually changes the whole frame, right? Video actually works surprisingly well. Like, because it's constantly refreshing, right? You get what I'm trying to tell you, right? Anyway, oh yeah, so yeah, the big flex is that I downloaded, installed, and played Raid Shadow Legend on the tablet, and it worked. I'm not gonna say it was fun. I'm not gonna say it was good. It worked. You could see the Shadow Legends, and you could see them raiding, and it was hilarious. I sent a video to my friend. He thought it was hilarious. And then I uninstalled it because it was taking up like a whole bunch of memory. This only has like a 32 gigabyte hard drive, quote unquote hard drive. Main menu, music, main menu, sound effects, logo, level, game type, survival, rally, story, map select. Oi. Separate UV spaces for group static mesh assets. Separate UV spaces. Separate UV spaces. Separate UV, not separate. Separate. Separate? Separate. The noun, the adjective, separate UV spaces for grouped static mesh assets. I think I put this, I don't think this refers to the Bobbleman game. I think this refers to, I was watching a video about HLODs, 3D HLODs, and so basically if you make a HLOD, it creates a new mesh for you, which can be as fidel as the original mesh, right? And when it creates the mesh, it also creates a new UV for the object, because there are faces which could be hidden, etc. Make game harder, animate babies being collected, and sound effects. Auto clicker for shoot. We can do auto clicker for shoot. That's pretty easy. And that is a note about what tea to buy. Turkish apple tea. So make babies obviously friendly. I can't do that until we go model babies. We have actually some options still to add to the game, I think. Which web browser am I going to open to find out all the options? In fact, I have the options plugin. I could probably just open it from the main menu and just look at them. UMG options. Resolution, window mode. You still have the apply button? Yeah, we do. Okay. Do we still have a graph? On apply. Can we like line these up so that they're actually lined up, like this? And you're gonna say to me, God, that looks awful. Yeah, we can get rid of one of these lines by using a sequence, right? Sequence. Scraboo daboo do daboo do daboo. Scraboo daboo do daboo do daboo. Scraboo daboo do daboo do daboo. And if we put all these on the top, maybe they'd look a little less garbage. It's tricky. It is tricky. But the idea is we get all the applies and we get all the saves. I'm thinking there should be a box that pops up to ask if the settings are okay. Right? It should pop up and it should be like, hey, we've changed the settings. Do you like them? If you like them, press enter or E or space, something, some good button, some friendly, positive energy button. Otherwise, we'll revert the changes in 15, 14, 13. After 15 seconds, it reverts the changes. But uh uh sequence. Get that. Get that. We get that. Promote the variable. What's this? Default window mode. Oh, good slime. Jesus. Let's get the shit out of me. So we need to move that to pin 2. Because on pin 1 we need to make a new There's a lot of screaming going on. Screaming and slamming. I know usually I'm all down for these sounds, but they have to be so screamy and slammy. So we need to make a UMG. Yep, I just realized what I've stepped into here. Do you know what I've stepped into? A fucking war with the Cabal on Mars. I know. It's the last thing in the last option, just remember that. This is gonna be UMG. All good fam. Yes. No. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry about that. Jesus Christ. So, I'm thinking about how we're gonna do this. We got this. We got this. Really? Fuck off. Just zoom where I'm fucking holding the cursor, mate. I don't want to zoom here. You are doing this. You are doing this. I hate UMG. Why is it going to be this shit? Right. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now, bear with me a second, right? Cool, got this. We got this. We need a... horizontal box. You put that in there, right? Yeah, good. Where is it? How big is this? It's 46.35. Excellent slam. And this is going to be... Why it didn't capitalize that T. No, why would you do that? Okay, so this has got to be there we go. Text on button. Graph. Timer. Ba 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 ba. Update text. This is gonna be update text. Oh, you can have update space text and update text with no space. That's gonna cause havoc. That's not cool. Update text timer handle. Right then. And a variable. Delta T, which is our float. We don't need that at all, do we? While loop. Delta T greater than 15. Loop body is gonna be append. in but 15 minus but because normally you do it with an int, right? And I've seen people's programs have some issue where they where the program does not accept the right float value. No, and you're right. That's a stupid idea. Just one is fine. Just one is fine. Probably just change that back to int if we get a problem. I don't know why I used a float actually, because of this, right? Set delta t delay 1 second. Oh, cool. Yeah, so we don't need that or that or that. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh. Add child. How do we do it here? Create UMG high scores line widget. Add child. Ah, right. Great widget. Right. UMG, all good fam. All good. Uh, bup. Screw. Ba-doop doop. Scrooby doop doop. Bup. That's a bit Yay. No. What? Alright, yeah. God. UMG options does not inherit from herd. Has my mic been muted the whole time? What a fucking muppet I am. I need a big old sign. Swarm, you still swarming? Okay. Yeah, dog, did I not just ask you to rebuild the game? Did you not just finish rebuilding the game? What is wrong with you? Blech. You finished? He's finished. I don't look good. A lot of zeros. A lot of nothing. I'm gonna load the other level. Load the other level. I'm gonna build the other level. Says navigation build complete. Makes me hopeful. Gonna save. You play. Hey. Okay. Now for the main menu. Okay. I'm gonna have to change the AI of the rushes, really. I think I got a plugin, a free plugin for like that's interesting. Was that a vanilla pistol that I got after having a vanilla pistol drop for me? Very interesting. It's not meant to happen like that. It's meant to stop dropping those. It's meant to actually take them out of the list. Or it does the same thing that we have with the bookcase spawning thing, the book spawner and the bookcase, the bookshelf thing. Where it will Where it will get the thing, but if it's not valid, if it's not good, it's not a good value, it'll just throw it out. It'll get another thing until it's good, and it's meant to check. Brain. Yeah, no, lost my train of thought again. Ignore all the errors, they're not errors, it's fine. I'm glad that this works out though. I didn't expect that to work. I expected this to not work. But what we're doing is that's a Bubble Man controller reference, not a Bubble Man player reference. We could use that here, right? Instead of this. I don't want to touch it. We could just have a boolean here, right? It's not like I've done anything. I just converted some stuff to a macro. I can convert this to a macro as well, actually. Line trace algebra. And I'm going to change that to a function. custom event. Clear selection. Thank you. Clear selection. Boolean. And means they both have to be true. Or right. Throw in a Boolean, and this is gonna be, are we in a menu? Without a question mark on it, because that would suck. We're not gonna set the game paused. I'm gonna ask if we're in a menu. And if we're in a menu, we're gonna say we're in a menu. And if we're not in a menu, we're gonna say we're not in a menu. Ah, no. Other way around. Good at this, I am. So it has to be true, right? To do the hit casting, the ray testing. So an AND Boolean is essentially integer multiplication, right? I think actually in this scenario, we're going to use two branches, because as I understand it, a branch is 6 cycles for true, 12 cycles for false, but I'm pretty sure a line trace is a lot more cycles than that. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I'm almost certain a line trace is more cycles than a branch. So rather than casting the line trace, and if it's false, and if we don't get a test, or if we're in a menu, like if we're in a menu is a set thing that's gonna happen, right? So we don't need that. We don't need that to line trace if we're in a menu. If we're not in a menu, why did I name my variables like this? Please, I need help. I need I need serious help. So this should still work, right? Needs to be default true. It needs to be default true. Yep, of course it does. No. Hey, Black Void Titan, welcome. How's it going? It's, you know, to be honest with you, it's pretty boring. I'm not into this whole thing. And I'm slowly making a list of all the jobs that I want other people to do at my future game development corporation. I don't mind doing some things, but UI, someone else got to do that. 3D, someone else got to do that. So yeah, how are you doing anyway? Are you sneaking? Sorry, I haven't been around to your streams lately. I've you know how it is. So, oh, you hear that? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, cool. I think I want to change the volume of that sound being played to the Boolean value of if we're in a screen. I think that is a beautiful idea. Now, bear with me. Where is it? Glow power, that's selection. I want on event click menu select. Here we go. Q blast. Okay, you got to get some gameplay development after a few weeks of asset creation, which is cool. Makes you feel like you're making progress again. Lol. Yeah, asset creation. Who needs assets, right? The type of are we in a menu is not compatible with volume multiplier. I think it is. I think it. What are you doing? Get. And then I think we can just do that. I think it's fine. I think Unreal Engine needs to chill out a little bit. So now, wizardry has occurred. When we're not on the main menu, if we click on somewhere on the screen that isn't a valid selection, or in fact anywhere that isn't on the UMG, it will. We have this already selected that it's going to be an invalid selection. It will not play a sound. It plays the sound on the main menu. Hold on. High scores. Nothing. Not a peep. Sound. That's beautiful. Sorry, I just wanted to show off that I knew how to do like one thing. Don't know how to do HUD. I've got this weird thing going on. So you know how like programs ask you to confirm settings, especially about your resolution and your window framing? I'm trying to do that, but it's very hard. UMG is fighting me every step of the way. I can show you. In fact, I already did show you. You can select a thing here. Press to apply. It makes the button. It updates the text once. It's meant to be in a loop. It's meant to be updating the text every second. It doesn't do that. And you click it, it goes cool, and it doesn't do anything. That's it. It's already applied the settings. If I booted the game up outside the editor, you can see it changes the window frame. Ooh. That doesn't sound good. I hope my intercostal muscles are okay. Jesus, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I updated the guns as well. The guns work. And the gun HUD works. I'm so happy about that. I don't know how it works. Honestly, fully magic. I changed one setting. It screamed at me when I opened the project this morning. Quote unquote morning, right? Working with UMG can be so annoying. I just don't get why it won't update. I just want it to. This isn't. There we go. And if we leave it for 15 seconds, it won't revert and it won't ever update. I don't know why. It's not really. I think the buttons are the wrong place. What the hell's up with this? It doesn't revert because I haven't written any code to revert it, which is technically fine. And the only window setting... Oh god. The only window setting that button pops up at in the right position are 16:9 framing. All the other buttons... all the other buttons... We got it to delete itself at least. That's a step in the right direction. Designer. So where's your anchor, bro? Hey, what is this? What is this? What is that? What is this? Do you not need that? I don't want to delete that somehow. Ah, I see. I see the problem. Right. I have been an idiot this whole time. These are meant to be anchored to the bottom right hand corner anyway, so that they scoot in, right? They scoot in when your screen is smaller. And then this big old beefy boy. Oh yeah, can you just center it there? Oh, beautiful. That might actually not in. I'm gonna have to launch it again. Yeah. I have to apologize to whoever gave me the tip to use whatever widget container that they said to use. It was like a scaly boy. A scale widget item that allows you to scale things with respect to the screen aspect ratio, etc., etc. The screen size. What's that noise? And I, 1, totally forgot who gave me that tip. 2, totally forgot what the widget was called. 3, decided this morning as I was asleep that I probably needed to use that all over my project. 4, forgot everything about how to actually implement it. So I'm really sorry. If you ever want to give me that tip again, I'll actually write it down this time. And you'll have to tell me to write it down as well, because I will forget. Both times. 1600 by 1200. Yeah, so that scoots everything very ugly. There needs to be some large settings going on here, and I'm not grasping it with my brain. Part of me doesn't want to grasp it with my brain, to be fair. Also, you can play this game in 4:3 and it works. Oh. It's pretty cool. I disabled the aspect ratio constraints, just because. And also, it's unbuilt all of the navigation meshes again. Unreal! Why do you do this to me, man? But yeah, you should be able to get this running on a potato now. Well, this is an issue, or is it? I think I'm gonna try and download that plugin. Gonna try and download that plugin that allows you to see through walls and just put it on the car. It's apparently it's one component. You just put it on your character and you're good to go. Yeah, unreal. Man, if their logos weren't copyright, I'd have an angry Unreal emoji right now. I promise you that. You know what? We don't need these, right? Build map, build data registry. I've probably done something horribly wrong, haven't I? I'm just so sick of it doing this. Every time I change something in UMG, it's like, oh, you unbuilt your nav meshes. No, Unreal, I didn't. I haven't touched the nav meshes. Oh, you did. You don't have any nav meshes on your main levels anymore. But I do. They should be in the build registry. What's a build registry, mate? I'm going crazy. But I want to get the options finished today. That's my goal. I know I'm messing around with nav mesh because I'm procrastinating, but oh shit. I know I keep going on about this, but Swarm Agent, did you finish? Lighting needs to be rebuilt. The build button says that it will build for all levels, and I swear to God, it's lying to me there as well. That's what I wanted to see. Map check. Why wasn't that popping up before? I just closed the log. Yeah, there we go. Good up. So, all good fam. Graph. Maybe. Right, so... set text string. Make that a capital S so it's highlighted. Yes, thank you. Because it looks a bit weird having two S's. It looks like 155. But I don't get how this doesn't work. So, event construct, we have a 0-second delay to get to the first frame of after our construction. Set timer by event. 1 second. Looping. Set text timer handle, right? Update text. it should do it. Delta T's default is 0, less than 15, right? I'm not incrementing it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, okay. Point. Yeah. Point. Point. No. Other one. Point. Alt. Set. I need to get as well. Okay, you caught me out. I don't know anything about anything. We'll call that a brain fart, I think. It's gonna be one of those days. I think it's just it's just one of those things, you know? Like, obviously, when you're making an array in C, one of the things inside the array has to be decrement the incrementer, or increment it, whichever way you're going. But somehow, did I decrement that? No, I incremented it. So yeah, 0 to 15, right. Somehow, Blueprint just makes me forget all knowledge of this potato. Boom. 40, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Badoosh. Everyone who's just watching, who's just come in for some reason, hi. Did you see that? That was cool. It deserves a sip. So let me have a Luke again. I don't know why I closed it. I could have just set a new resolution. I actually just pressed the button again. It's a bit longer than the green button. Maybe it just says reverting in. Is it going to be obvious to people to click that button? This is difficult, isn't it? Is it going to be obvious to people to click the button? I think it is. I think people have lived in an environment where you have to click things to confirm window settings enough to know to click to confirm the window settings. And if they can't see it, that means the window's too big anyway. Maybe we need a key command just to force a window setting, just in case someone wants to play in like ultra wide on not an ultra wide monitor, if they wanted to capture like 4K footage or 8K footage. Because you could do that if you have your capture set up, if you have, you know, your software capture like OBS, and you're capturing like a direct video feed and you have it scaled to whatever the input is. It's fine, you can do that. It would be off screen, it would be hard to play. I don't think it's practical. I don't think it's worthwhile doing. It can be a command line thing. I don't care. So yeah, that is a step in the correct direction. String. Here we go. We'll put the E of reverting in caps. Is there a space there? No. Designer. That's fine. I don't. Yeah, that's. I don't care. That's fine. All good, fam. Graph. It does have to have some default text, doesn't it? We'll just we'll have the text. We'll have the text be reverting in. Right, text. Blah. Text. So then there isn't a big old jarring jump when it pops in with some extra numbers. Yeah, no, this needs to change. So these two options need to converge. So I'll need to make a function in options first. Of course. We have one. Good clicker ticker? Good clicker ticker. What the flip? Kind of. Yes, actually, this is exactly the function that we wanted. Good clicker ticker. Why it's called that, I don't know. Ask somebody else. Maybe an intern wrote that. Call function good clicker ticker. There we go. And then remove it. Yeah, no. Rolls off the tongue, don't it? About as good as naming things. Well, it's messing around, you know. It's a fun part-time project to learn Unreal Engine. What do you want me to call it? Here's a function that either accepts or declines your screen resolution request based on whether or not you pressed a button or maybe. It's just like, you know, I promise you, anyone who aspires to hire me as someone to work in Unreal projects on video games, I promise I'll do proper names that aren't verbose, but at the same time tell you exactly what the function does. Either that or I'll name every function door slam with a number appended automatically. So I think that's good. That's gonna finish. It's gonna set or not set, and then it's gonna call the function and kill itself, which is fine. It's what it needs to do. And then the options, right? We have it. Why we have a sequence here? Why do we have a sequence here? We don't need a sequence. I do not think we need a sequence. I think it's gonna either save them or revert them. Don't need those, I think. Apply the setting by setting the CVAR to the current value. No. Save the current value to config. This will also apply the current value if it hasn't already been applied. How to unapply a value? Help. Has unapplied change. We'll need that. That. Oh my god. Okay. Revert. Revert video mode, full screen resolution, back to last user confirmed values. Bro, you just do that? Just in case. Error. Targeted game user settings. Ooh. Get game user settings. Oh, for God's sake. Why isn't it just a function? Why is it like a full-on beast? Why is it a full-on... It is a function. What's the other one? The ones that don't need pins for activation, that just get a reference. Pure function? It's funny because, like, I've never heard that term before, like in C++. A pure function, right? What does it mean? What's the difference between a pure and an impure function? Like, I get what they do in the epic thing, right? You can use pure functions for get commands, but if you need to set something, you have to use an unpure cast, right? But like, why? You know, why don't you just have a reference to everything all the time? You know what? I think I've answered that question for myself already. Because it would be slow. No. Oh, we're open. We're open. Didn't revert the setting. Great. That's it. No, that's not what we want, is it? Please. So I get the feeling that applying a change in the CVARs is going to select it as the last okayed resolution. Of course it is. It's in the CVAR. That's what you're doing. You're saying set this. Maybe doing this in CVARs wasn't a good idea. So that doesn't work. Yeah, we'll just do these, right? I don't know how you set the window position, but whatever. Console. Execute console. Why is this in development and not? Yeah, cool. Append a string here, and it's going to be r dot set res space. Yeah, okay. Split 1920 whatever x whatever x select. No. Switch. Switch on E window mode. Boop. Also no. No. Right, so okay. I think that works. That's a bit weird, but okay. I think that's actually what I did last time, isn't it? You can get to select the thing and a thing and a thing and a thing. Boom. Boom. Okay, let's see if this works. And when it doesn't work, I'm going to throw one half of my keyboard through my monitor. I'm just kidding, I can't afford to replace either. Or can I? I'm waiting for that juicy email from Valve saying I sold something on the Steam Marketplace. Which I have not received yet. when I go to this, it has the option that we have. Yeah, whatever. It has the option that we have selected, right? If I just hold on. I just play an editor. Yeah, 1360 by 760A, whatever. Okay. Right. So actually, can we change these, please? Styles combo box setting. This is going to be combo box, and this is going to be window mode. Window mode. Spinner. I don't give a damn. Right? What do you mean it's in use? It's in use. So this is gonna be no. Get. So get selection. What? No. I have a set select. Yeah. Right. Okay. Uh, and then no. Get selected. It's not a combo box. What is it? It's a spinner. UE4 get spinner selected. Get spinner selection. Default radio select setting. It's a radio select. Okay. Radio select. Select setting. No. Gonna call it a night. It's kind of late here. Enjoy the rest of the stream. I thought you were a little bit local, but yeah. Have a nice evening, Black Void Titan. Thank you for dropping by. Always welcome. See you in a bit. Keep fighting the good fight against Unreal and UMG. Yeah, I will defeat them one day. Ah, very cheeky. Option factory, none. But orderless. Love that. Very good, very good, very good. Cool. I'm gonna have to look at the I'm gonna have to look at the thing. What is it? Settings. No, you fiend. Absolute fiend. Okay, so there's a cancel. No. Well, let's try the let's try the cancel first. Okay, so save. UMG options, right? Come on. Come on. Boom. Yeah, didn't think so. So cancel is gonna cancel the selections. Like if you went here and you selected something like that, press the cancel button and it will whoop, revert it back to what you had it selected to previously. But if you've already saved it, you've already pushed, if you've already applied it, you've already done the CVAR. You haven't saved it to the ini. So theoretically, you should be able to boot the game, change a setting, save it, close the game, open the game, and it should revert to what it was before. And do you know what? It might be tempting to test that out. It shouldn't take too long to package, and I'm gonna go for a teeny tiny little break. And this is the fun point where I haven't actually selected the folder. It hasn't done the build. Oh, I'm so clever. It hurts. What's this? Is this a display port cover? It is. Cool. I don't really understand why people are putting like covers on the end of display ports and HDMIs. Optical connector, maybe. I mean, almost definitely, certainly. But like, you've got a connector that's like made of metal and fiber reinforced plastic. So I don't really think you need a cover. Imagine if you had like a cover on the end of each one of your USB cables. Just madness, right? Pure madness. Oh, it finished. Mm. And where did I put it? No. Why would you do that? Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah. You are in the way. You. I don't want to tile you with another fucking app. 22/03/2021. That's today, right? Yeah. So theoretically, we have our application. We can change the window size. I didn't mean to do that. It's going to boot in that window size now, isn't it? Yeah. Right. So apply the settings. Do not get hyped for the settings, right? Set it to 1080p window. 1080p window. .1080p window. Ah, it's gone. Right. Okay. So, we can close that now. When we open the program again, it'll open up in that weird, funky. It opened up in 1080p. I don't understand. What is the difference between apply and save, you fiend? Unless, of course, my code is wrong and it's saving them anyway, right? Yeah. Like if all good is default, it's default no. So all good 0 is here. And we'll put 1 in here as well. You know, just to be sure. The only way this is going to set all good to true is if we click on keep. Right? Am I wrong? Just to be like ultra sure. Right? We can do this. It is a bear not having any arrow keys on my keyboard, yes. I do wish for a Digma 75 or 100%, maybe even with like a little media wheel. I talked about this before, right? I talked about how there's enough real estate on the haunches of the keyboard to have like 5 macro keys up and down like that. And you could just put the function keys on top. You could have, like, if you wanted to be super dastardly about it, you could use the low profile switches they have here and have them like raised so that they weren't taking up actual floor space. I guess that would take up space though. They could just be an add-on. There's a USB, look, there's a USB-C connector on the back of each one of these. You could have it so that the firmware knew, the firmware had detection. You could just plug in function keys. Admittedly, it wouldn't be the best. Like, oh, it's warm. Jesus, why is it warm? Why are you warm? You okay? Digma, you okay? Buddy, it's warm. Like, just to the left of the logo on the bottom of the left-hand side, it's like warm, and the top. Right next to the USB connector, in fact. I've gone off in a little bit of a tangent. The other one is warm in a similar position. So I'm guessing that's where the controller chip is. Either the controller chip or the RGB lighting. control chip. Yeah, I'd like to see a Digma 100% keyboard. I like the fact that you can rip it in half. That's what I wanted. I do miss the arrow keys, the function keys, media keys. Page up, page down, home, end. It's that, or having the option to have custom laser etched keys. I saw actually, I want to bring this up. HyperX, I love you. Headset, Cloud 2 Pro, beautiful headset. I haven't actually tried any other HyperX product, but I mean, you know, if they're using Cherry keys, I'm sure they're great keyboards too. They posted a picture of a 60% keyboard, or no, I think it was a 60% keyboard, and they have a beautiful, beautiful laser etched spacebar, and they were like, "Ooh, would you take the spacebar if you could just take the spacebar?" And I said, "Well, yeah." But where am I going to put it? I got a Digma. Digma's got 8 space bars. None of them are the right size for a space bar. Then, you know, people got rowdy. But I went back to that picture today, and I saw that they had on the side of the keys, like if you held down function, they had the function version of that key on the side of the key lit up. That's a great idea. And like, it's infeasible for Digma to supply this because it's a fully configurable keyboard, right? You can set whatever key you want to whatever other key you want. But if there was someone out there who wanted to make custom keycaps, like not custom keycaps, but like custom keycaps, real simple things, standard size keycaps, but the top and the side, and maybe even the inside faces were laserable to your specifications. I know that'd be hard, and I know it'd be expensive, but they'd be really helpful for keyboards like this, which don't have the full complement of buttons, and that are configurable to have a complement of buttons, which is, you know, factory non-specific. I think that kind of business would probably not be feasible, but I would enjoy it. I would enjoy making use of that service, I think. But at the same time, you got to think, you're going to need a new key made every time you want a new key, right? Maybe I should just get a 3D printer and just make my own. That's the solution, isn't it? You just make a mold for the clear half, and you make a mold for the exterior of the top. You 3D print the cap, and then you put it in the mold, and then you drop clear epoxy or whatever you want to make the light pipes, the bindings. That'd be an idea. That might be a cool idea to check out. I'm getting so sidetracked here. What was I even doing? I was setting settings on the settings menu, right? All good fam, I don't think needs any work. Options, right? We have this. So if you leave this page, it cancels automatically. We don't need to call cancel. Cancels only if you want to revert an option back to what you had before, right? Save the current value to config. This will also apply the current value if it hasn't already been applied. Apply the setting to the CVAR, the current value. Right. Get game user settings. Get window modes. Default window mode. I just wanted like window mode. Like I just want get window mode. I don't want the default one. I want the current window mode. Because the default windowed mode is windowed. This is all we have. How to get a window mode UE4. Here we go. It's get full screen mode. Yeah, we only have 2, I'm afraid. Which is a windowed and windowed full screen. Append string. Window full screen. Just full screen. I don't know why I did that in 2 separate boxes, but there it is. Promote to a variable. There we go. This is default window mode. Is there a space in there? Is that 12? Is that 1152 space X 864? I guess we're gonna find out. And then we go to Sorry, my brain went blank there for a second. Again. What am I doing? Default resolution. Default window mode. They are strings. Default resolution is going to be... In fact, do you know how we can find out? Print string. Was it a Cheetah Games who came by with those suggestions for UMG? Didn't print anything to my screen. That's interesting. Ah, hello. Hello, message log. I missed you. Access none trying to read property. Call function array get item 1. UMG all good fang. Execute ubergraph. UMG all good fang. Execute. Good click a tick. I'm sorry, what are you trying to tell me? Execute access none trying to read property. Call function array get item 1. Call function array get item 1. Execute ubergraph UMG all good fam graph. Event graph node good clicker ticker. Access none trying to read property. Call function array get item 1. Blueprint UMG. It doesn't really tell me anything. It's shown me a thing. I'm sure someone's going to tell me it. It tells me everything I need to know. I'm sure someone's going to tell me. But if I go to here, right? Okay, there is no array. Okay, there are no right. Okay. I see. There is an array. Yeah, I know. Can't change a property if you're getting a copy of an object reference. Blueprint self is not a UMG option C, therefore target must have a connection. Now it's going to work flawlessly. Okay. It didn't work flawlessly. Access none tried to read property. Call function array get item. UMG Olga fan good clicker ticker. Access none trying to read property call function array get item. Why? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, screw it. We'll just put the casts back in. It's gonna be like, oh no, you already know. Note. This item is already a UMG option, so you don't need to cast it. UMG option. Apparently I do, buddy. Apparently I do. Why? Access none trying to read property K2 node dynamic cast async options. Well, why is it turning my references into non-references to copies? Um. Excuse me if I don't understand what's going on here. Oh, Unreal Build Automotive 2021 is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Yes. Yes. I don't know if the sign-ups are still open for that, but yes. Why isn't it printing? Maybe if we okay. Delay. Okay, that was a lot of stuff that it just skipped. Okay. Okay. I think it's F10 that we need. Delay. Nope. It's not F10 that we need. F11. Delay. All good, widget child. There's no debugging going on here. Okay, stop. Let's put that over there. Okay. And then if we go to this, no, if we go to this, we can see that all good is zero. Okay, that works fine. Okay, so okay. So that works fine here. And that works fine. So maybe if we just separate them off, right? We just have these as two completely separate functions. Right? It should just be beautiful, right? Get a yes. We pray. I think these 15-second wait times are just... They build the stress up so big. Oh, it did it! It did it! Did you see that? Did you see that? It works. It's perfect. And it's just because I had them going to the same thing. Even though that shouldn't really matter. Oh, because it was casting to a different thing. I don't care. I don't care, it works. Which means that we can continue with this. Prints the log, right? Where's the nothing. Right, it's gone. So I'm gonna hope. Execute console command. We got a big old bendy boy. r.setRes. Default resolution. Default window mode. It's really funny, like, so the auto settings, it's got some real cool features in it, like option factory. I appreciate that. That helps me out because I spent hours like making my own set of options, and none of which were viable. But the actual implementation of the option system isn't within the options system. You know what I'm saying, right? So like to actually affect an effective options menu that most people would come to think of as being typical of software these days, requires apparently 4 hours of input from the user. So take take it with a grain of salt, or whatever you take it with these days. It's not a panacea. It didn't do it. It didn't do it. Why not? Why did it not do it? So that's a problem. But this is also still a problem. It's obviously not doing that. It's not doing the this correctly. Remove. Yeah, there are no. Get character array from string. Boom. Boom. Jesus Christ. Why is it so complicated in a blueprint? This is like native C. Why has it got to be so garbage? Dear Epic Games, can you please just put character array functions into Blueprint? Please. It's not that hard. It's not. It's not that hard. No. Stop. No. Right. Text is empty. Right. Right. Here it is. Not. Because we want our true to be the priority. We add our array element to our thing. If it's false, we just move along, right? This actually needs to be up here. You are the character array from string. It's beautiful. So the reason I think it wasn't doing the thing is because it had spaces either side of the X, and I don't think Unreal Engine deals with that very well. I think it's used to there being a space in between each argument, and the height and the width of the window are not arguments. It's one thing. It's a number and another number separated by an X, right? It's the width and then the height separated by an X. And if it's anything else, Unreal Engine is going to freak out. If there's a space there, Unreal Engine is going to freak out. If there's a black screen of death, oh, it's just loading. Okay. Oh! Sorry, I dropped my bottle. Four, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it didn't work. So I assumed that text is empty would mean is a space, but actually not like that is equal to space. Can't believe I had to do that. But here we go. This is going to work now flawlessly. It's going to be beautiful. You're all going to enjoy it. Especially me. Because once this is finished, the rest of the HUD is, the rest of the options menu is just is just graphic settings, which is, you know, top mid level, top LOD level, whatever. No one cares. Easy peasy stuff, right? It's running apparently. Oh, there it is. Plus, I want to be done with this. I want to be done-a-roni. It's also 7 p.m. and I know I woke up late, but it's no excuse really to keep doing this into the wee hours. If you know what I mean. I mean, there's excuses. It's fun, but no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? It didn't do it again. Are you having a funny potato with me there? What kind of resolution is this? Yeah, it doesn't work. What's wrong with me? Right. Okay. I just want to see it. What did that say? What did that say? Did that say 1600 by 900? Did that have spaces in? No, it does not have spaces. It's a capital X though. That's one thing. So that's another thing that has to go in here. Boom. As long as it's not a space, that's fine. It's not a space. Fuck off. And this to lowercase numbers. $1680 by $1050. Okay. Okay, right. So it's getting to the print string. The format of the print string is correct, as far as I can tell. And I'm setting the windowed mode manually through strings, so that shouldn't be an issue. What? So it shouldn't be an issue. And it should just work. And I know every time I say it should just work, it doesn't work. So I don't like options menus. They suck. Okay. Excellent slam. I don't know what's there. What is there to do, really? Okay. It was a valiant. Oh. Yeah, we don't need that. We need that, and then please drag a pin. Let's not play the stupid games now, huh? Error. Is that better? Yeah, it's better. Okay, so bear with me. Bear with me. Well, I think this is going to clinch it. I think this is going to be the one. Dude, I forgot to turn the stream delay off. Oh, I'm such a nugget. God damn it. "15 seconds till the victory fanfare sounds and I can leave this table." Come on. Show me the victory. Did you hear that slam? Did you see that victory? Hold on. Let me select a really small resolution so it's obvious to see the victory. Right? You seeing this? Beautiful. Absolutely fan-dabadoozy. There's, of course, one other question, isn't there? Is it gonna... Doesn't look like it is. Oh, we go here. Oh yeah, we gotta stop that. I'll do that really quickly because it's easy, right? So we just click checked. I don't know. It just needs to be a Boolean value, and we just need some branches. Just need one branch right here, right here. You fuck. So checked is gonna default be true. Set it to false. Do this. Do this. That's gonna call good clicker ticker. I can tell you that. Do we have a excellent slam, by the way? Do we have a it was green, right? So we're gonna make it a dark green. A desaturated dark green. I learned my lesson. No, we're gonna do two completely separate ones. Right? Now we know the resizing works, we can just play this in editor, right? We can't click it, right? We can click it, but it does nothing. And it's a nice shade of sage. Is that actually the correct color that it's meant to be? I don't care. Apply. We're just gonna make it that color. Would you have believed it that I set them to those weird color values? I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. Ah, oh, so satisfying, man. You gotta witness the full stroganoff. I'm gonna launch it. How long have I been live? 4 hours. Wow. I'm really enjoying the OBS function to pause the recording, by the way, especially when I don't press the stop recording button instead of the pause recording button. It's really helpful, and I think it's gonna make the YouTube VODs a little bit more watchable. So you know, if I'm not at the seat, you don't have to sit through me not being there, right? I can just peace out of the stream whenever I want to for however long I like, and it won't affect the recorded video. Or won't affect the YouTube recorded video. If only there was a pause streaming button, but then I'm sure Twitch would get angry about that. Oh, this guy's paused the stream. He hasn't been back in 2 days. Ban him. So you can change the resolution of the screen. And if you don't confirm it, it reverts. You can change the resolution of the screen, and if you confirm it, it's confirmed. Now, I don't know what happens in this scenario. If you unconfirm a borderless window change, it shouldn't really do anything. Has done something. Has changed the resolution to 1080p, which is interesting. Ah, I know why it is. 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 Do you know why it is? Do you want to know why it is? Because we're not updating it as the default, right? So if we confirm it, we should update it as the default, right? Where are we even getting it? Right there. Screams. I tell you. There we go. So right. So now if you confirm your choice, it will save it, and it will also set it to be the default. We do not need that. But that was an array. That was a string to C style character string array. Character array string to character analysis to array compilation. It's asinine shit. that you can do in C++ anyway. And I'm sure this is why Mika is going to be laughing from his high throne of C++. That we have to deal with this BS in a blueprint. Maybe I will make, because it's not that hard to make a C++ function wrapped in a blueprint accessibility, right? It's simple, right? Fairly simple. You just blueprintable in the tags, and then you expose whatever in the function to the function. And it's easy peasy, simple, fantastic. I don't want to check that works. I don't want to check that it broke anything. I'm confident that it works, and I'm confident that I'm going to check it. Now I'd like a chicken sandwich or something. Another cup of tea. I'm getting ready. Okay, so right now we change it. We wait 15 seconds. I should have changed that before I built the game, but tough. It is what it is. It is how it is. And it reverts, right, back to 1080p if we didn't select something. But say we wanted to play in 1440 by 900, and we were cool with that, right? But then, what about 1440p? And we, the buttons go off screen. We don't like the way it looks. Whatever. There's some reason we don't like 1440p, even though we're on a 1440p monitor. It's all fairly groovy. You just don't confirm it, and it goes back to 1440 by 900, which is the last resolution that we set as an enjoyable resolution, right? And that's how the game works. Do I need to rebuild my nav meshes? I swear to God, if I do, I'm going to the Unreal Engine headquarters, and oh Jesus Christ! Please, this is got to be a known bug by now, right? Touch anything in UMG, rebuild your nav mesh. Why? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, someone actually requested auto-clicker for guns, right? So we should probably do that. The only gun that I'm not going to implement an auto-clicker on is going to be the Balashnikov. Not the Balashnikov, the shotgun, because you only get 2 bullets, and if you have an auto-clicker on those 2 bullets, or 2 shots rather, 2 shotgun shells worth of ammunition. If you get an auto-clicker on that, you know you're going to fluff something up. You're going to be holding the mouse button down, and you're going to shoot something you didn't mean to shoot. You'll be unhappy. You will have wasted your shotgun ammo. It's very, very satisfying to use, yes. The copper coins are staying around a little bit too long, aren't they? I'm gonna put that in the I'm gonna put that in the notes. Where's my notes? There it is. That's my notes. Copper coin lifespan too big? Question mark. Because I know having a bunch of animated actors like that flopped around your scene is gonna degrade performance, and Copper coins are worth like 10 or something stupid. Let's see how much are they worth. They're worth 25. So I don't think that's worth sweating about. May as well just take them out. Well, not out, but like reduce them. You get so many, like, you know. One of the main requests for this game was to make it harder. Like, there was apparently a limited amount of difficulty spike, so I guess, you know, fewer coins means less points. That means it's harder to get the same kind of points that you did before. Kind of feels like an artificial hardness, you know? Like I was... Ah, I died. Oh, God. Yeah, of course. Should probably make like a pause menu for the game or something. This is feature request. In game pause menu. Make babies obviously friendly. That's fine. Animate babies being collected. We'll do that next week, definitely. Auto clicker for shoot. We'll also do that next week. I put a little squiggle next to them. That means do them next week. Duh. Don't you know? Anyway, that is pretty much all I have time for today. So, if you came to watch the live video, thank you for coming to watch the live video. Thank you, Black Void Titan, for hanging out. Morale booster. I'll try and catch your streams one day. Thanks for coming to watch the video on demand. If you came to watch the video on demand, hopefully I haven't paused the recording for hours on end. You'll still get to enjoy most of the content. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.